Hope everyone's having
Hello,
a good day,
chat.
good night, good evening, whatever time it is for you guys. Before we start chat, me and Ava just brought it up, or Ava technically just brought it up. Did you see that there's some dumbasses climbing the top of the Empire State Building just to hang up a sign that says, when the power of love is greater than the love for power, that is when we will have peace. And it's like, okay.
Look, it's yeah. It's just this is a blatant like unnecessarily high percentage risk of your life to get that message across. Also, who the fuck let them up there? They had to get past somebody to get up there.
Yeah. Here, let me pop it up on screen just so people can see it if they haven't seen it yet. Because I know some of my people don't actually go to Twitter.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, when the power of love beats the love of power, the world knows peace. Given where you guys are, the power of gravity is a little bit stronger than both the power for love and the love for power. So you better hang on pretty rugged
At
tight.
this point, we're dealing with physical forces, not philosophical forces. So, you know, you gotta... Look at this, guys. Okay, and it came down, but look, this was them at the top. Oh my god. I was just saying earlier, I don't know if people heard it. I'm not scared of heights, but that would be unnerving at the very least. I wouldn't panic, but I'd be like, you know, we need to get down. Why are we up here?
Yeah. Yeah, and right now people are just asking how they managed to get up there because there's supposed to be guards and safeguards and all this stuff to prevent people from getting to the roof.
Yeah, it's the Empire freaking State Building. You should not be able to just get up onto the antenna. Or lightning rod or whatever that. I'm pretty sure that's an antenna.
Yeah. It's also just kind of a dumb message.
I mean...
It's one of those, like, really hippy-dippy messages where it's like, oh, this sounds cute. But when you start thinking about it for a hot minute, suddenly it kind of becomes like, it's kind of cringe.
It's something that I would expect to see on a white woman's Instagram.
Yeah. No, fair.
Thank you, Bo Burnham.
Probably turned on console
this guy
command
walks
no clip.
in. Yeah. Give me 2 seconds. I need to help Papa Elpire with something.
Okay. Got there through the power of love. You never watched anime? Nice sounding message that amounts to nothing, pretty much. Oh, while Ava is gone, I can show you guys this. Let me see if I pop up easily. There we go. Actually, I wonder how this will work. Let me try. That should be fine. So, chat. This is my little Thor thing that I got. Right? Oop. I gotta get the bottom. Maybe if I put the bottom up a little bit. There you go, there's the bottom screen. And I found out how to screen share to PC. DS emulator? Technically not. It is a whatever I feel like emulator. I got 3DS. I got Wii. It's pretty solid. So it's not a emulator. It is a system. I have put emulators into it. It is... Let me pop it up. Because people knew I was getting one of these. It is a Ann Thor.
Right back.
Ah, welcome back.
Thank you, thank you.
In chat tonight, I
Is the
will
screen
show off a
supposed
little
to
bit more of it.
change? Yeah, I mean, it might have had I been here.
Thank you, Barachagato. That guy must have some good shit if he's waxing philosophical platitudes while that high up.
Oh, by the way, everybody, I ratioed a U.S. representative.
All fair. I think a lot of people are ratioing that
Yeah.
lady because everybody's kind of mad at her
no,
right
the
now.
guy is a Democrat. I don't know why the hell. Yeah, it's a guy. It's a Democrat. I have no idea why it has so much bipartisan support, but it does. And his post, if I can bring it up, actually, can probably, yeah, here it is. His post has, let's see here, almost 600,000 views and 48 likes. 48 likes, guys.
Disgusting.
And my post, responding to it with just a meme of the like anime girl singing about age verification laws, has only 120,000 views and had 6.6 thousand likes. Huge ass ratio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, really quick, thank you, Baked Buddhist, for the 2 in the hearts. This is The Power of Love is Stronger Than Gravity, Mizutamari 2026. No, for me, it's The Power of Gravity is Stronger Than the Power of Love. But thank you for a member for 9 months.
The power of gravity is absolute.
Yes. You're not going to beat it.
No, that's the foundation of our universe there.
Thank you, Internet Zen. Someone clearly decided to take notes from Extinction Rebellion on the eye-rolling activism front for this stunt. Also, it's July. This should be happening during Pride Month. Idiots are a day late.
King of Daleks, thank you for the 10. What's poppin', Cali Tito? I mean, okay, that's alright.
It's a bit funny, honestly.
I mean, it's funny. I mean, it will be funny once they're on the ground.
Yeah.
I don't want anyone to die, but, like, that is very much what I'm worried about, to the point where, like, yeah, I'm gonna use gallows humor, because, dear God, that is one of the dumbest things I've ever seen anyone do in modern history. Yeah.
The Lawli ratio
such a dumb fucking saying. It's not even like, it's not like, you really thought you were going up there going, give me liberty and give me death, you know, like a hard line like that, but no. It's some hippy-dippy bullshit that you could have said on the side of a highway on a picket fence just easily, without, you know, risk to life and limb.
Rachugato for 2 says do a flip.
Dude, no. Oh, man.
But chat, Ava has some of the videos for this week. I should have had more, but I had a little bit of a rough week, so. But this one,
thank you for the 2, as well as Ben Doc, thank you for the 2.
Yeah. These ones I thought sounded interesting though from Ava. It says HOA cuts water and power on mom with 2 toddlers, then ignores her for 14 days.
Yeah, I've gotten quite a bit of quite a few suggestions of like HOA stuff. The issue is there's a lot of HOA stuff that's just straight up AI. Like, now HOA is horrible in and of itself, but like you have to comb through a lot of bullshit to get to actual HOAs in court making statements and stuff like that. And what a lot of HOAs don't understand, because they have their own little tight-knit community with their own freaking rules and stuff, they don't understand, like, things like water and power are a Title I utility. You're not allowed to just cut them. Not without extenuant circumstances.
Yeah. So let's start with this one.
So this matter is on today for a hearing on Ms. Olafade's emergency motion.
I am going to put it on speaker. Pop Out Fire came back with a bunch of groceries, so I'm going to be listening while quickly putting away the groceries.
Fair.
And my understanding is that this case has a good bit of history. It's a fairly lengthy procedural background. But what I was most interested in, so a couple things just procedurally. Ms. Olafade filed this appropriately. We placed it onto a calendar, I think just, a few days after she filed it. We did advise her that it is the standard practice of Fulton County and myself that rather than having an ex parte hearing that I have to turn around and repeat about 5 or 6 days later, that what the court requires is that the petitioner make every effort to provide notice to the other side, understanding that probably proper service hasn't yet been made. And it does appear to, and if they, when they appear for the hearing, if no one else appears, that Ms. Olafade would have been obligated to provide documentation of her efforts to provide notice. Obviously, she was able to get notice to you, Mr. Pearson. Please understand that you can make whatever records you would like to make, but the court certainly understands that whether your client has been served or not, your client reserves all rights to substantively respond to the motion. But the purpose of today's motion is related. So here's what I wanted to get to the bottom of, and one of the reasons I was so glad that counsel for Castleberry was present is that the primary argument and concern that Ms. Olafade has raised that does rise to the level of a potential emergency is the turning off of water and power. And so let me start with my first question, Mr. Pierce, has Castleberry taken any step to turn off water and power to Ms. Olafade's unit?
I believe so, Your Honor, because there is an outstanding debt here that has not been paid. There's been no payments made on the consent order that was entered into on the magistrate court, and the declarations do reserve the right for the condo association to turn off limited common elements to the.
Okay. And I appreciate that, not making any judgment about whether that's right, wrong, or otherwise, as much as I've had this come up before where the party is basically saying that they're threatening to take that action, but sometimes that action hasn't actually been taken at that point. And so I wanted to make sure that we didn't have a whole hearing and your answer was, well, we didn't actually do that. So thank you very much. Yeah. Okay. So, Ms. Olafade, if you would like, so one more thing before I hand it over to you, and that is, I am in the middle of a motion for new trial hearing. I had set aside about 20 to 30 minutes for this hearing. And so if you can please sort of be as concise as possible, I would very much appreciate it. Of course, obviously, you are entitled to make the arguments that are necessary for your case. But also, Ms. Olafade, please understand, to save you some time, I have read the motion that you filed. I have independently reviewed the court's docket, both the Superior Court of Fulton County and the Magistrate Court of Fulton County. So I am informed not about the substance of the case, but informed that there is a procedural history. And I have also briefly reviewed the supporting exhibits.
Sorry, I said it's kind of quiet. Let me.
That you provided.
How's that?
Would provide evidence of the thing that Mr. Pierce has now acknowledged, which is that power and water have been cut off to that unit. If you would please take it from there, Ms. Olafade.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you for seeing and hearing this matter today. So as you already established,
Got it.
Seeking immediate injunctive relief, so requiring the restoration of water and full electrical service to my unit. I'm going to get straight to the point here. So in an exhibit I did provide to you and you have already reviewed, Your Honor, you have the consent order and settlement agreement. Along with that, I provided another exhibit B to show that I have been making payments on this order. I've made a total of $4,650 worth of payments. I made the lump sum payment that was required after the hearing. As soon as I signed the agreement, I made a payment, and I have been making payments. And to date, I'm at $4,650 that has been made against this order. So on May 21st, a notice was slid under my door, and I provided a copy of that, which you may have seen, Your Honor, as well. That was slid under my door. As you can see, there is no name, no further information. It just states that utilities will be shut off on May 28th, according to that notice. So I included that for you. Immediately after receiving the notice, I contacted the board and requested clarification, copies of any judgments that are relevant here, and just an explanation of the authority being relied upon for this, but just to take meaningful steps to resolve it. And you will also note in my communications, I provided the full email thread. And a phone call was made to Thrift Macklemore, I believe is the name of the counsel for the association. So I've made repeated attempts, and I've not received any response, Your Honor, but you can follow that thread for that. But from June 1st until now, which is June 16th, our water has been off in our home, electrical services as well. And electrical services are not provided by the condominium association. We pay that independently, so I'm not even sure how that is in this matter, but we have 2 small children.
God, that
hang
audio
on,
is terrible.
Let me back up and ask you about that, Ms. Olafati.
Yeah, it's cracking up a little bit.
I'm familiar generally with, condo buildings and that sort of stuff might have one central water, and it's either separately metered by the owner or it is just included in the rent. I think that must be what's happening here, but I do think I understood you to just say that you separately contract with, is it Georgia Power?
That is correct. With Georgia Power, we pay that independently. It's not provided by the condo. Yes.
Okay, and have you been in touch with Georgia Power about why they turned off your power?
Yes, and
It was actually funny.
What?
I had to set up for my own power meter at one of the docks that I cut my boat at, which was really weird. That was the first time that's ever happened. They're like, yeah, here you go, set up, and just give the power company a call when you want power. And I'm like, I'm sorry, what?
informed us that it must have been done by someone at the building, and that we asked, could they still come out, and did they have authority, and they did not, without us calling the police. So yes, Judge, we did.
Understood. Okay. One other question I have, Ms. Olafati, and forgive me if I should know this answer, but I don't see it readily. And that is, I'm familiar with the consent final order, but this all arose from a failure to pay assessments. And so one question I have is, are you otherwise current with your obligations to Castleberry, separate and apart from this consent order, in terms of if there's any current assessment, you're paying it?
Yes, I have been paying, Your Honor. I did in the ledger that I provided. I do acknowledge that there is 1 month to make up between when the order was signed and today. So but otherwise, yes, Your Honor. So I hope that answers your question.
It does. Thank you. And please continue. I just interrupted to ask those 2 questions.
Yes, thank you. But essentially, yeah, I think I've covered most things. The association, again, I have been reaching out since June 1st to resolve the matter, because I'm also unsure, is this related to
very crispy audio. Sorry about that, Chad.
Or I'm not, because I have been paying. So I've reached out, but unfortunately, we have not received any response after repeated communications. I've even gotten an attorney to try to do negotiation and demand letter. So we are here because we're, again, on the 16th day, still have not received a response. The conditions are pretty much uninhabitable in this home, and we have 2 children, 2 very small children here. If we had received a response, I don't think we would need to be here today, Your Honor, because I've asked for the reasoning, I even asserted that I would pay, and this is still, true and honest today, that we would pay whatever amount. If this was a financial issue, we pay whatever amount was outstanding or needed to get this rectified. And I still have not received a response, which again, I can't even say if this is a financial issue, if I have offered to pay and rectify the situation and have not received a response. But that's all I have to present to you, Your Honor.
Understood. Mr. Pierce?
Yes, Your Honor. I mean, so I can't speak to all the factual elements that she's presenting fully because, one, this was, I think we received notice on Friday or Monday. It was kind of quick that we received word from the HOA that this was happening. So I don't have all my facts together on this, to be quite honest with you, Your Honor, so I don't want to misstate anything. But I will say that the governing docs do allow us to cut off any limited common element in the condominium. The limited common elements are governed by Section 6, and I believe that's A through at least C on that page under common elements. Common elements start in Section 5 and then are further defined in Section 6 of those declarations, which are in Deed Book 47158, page 144, or page 143 through 144 specifically of that Deed Book in the public records. But those limited common elements specifically, it serves is listed as any utility meter serving one or more but less than all units is assigned as a limited common element to the unit or units so served. So that specific language reserves the HOA's right to cut off limited common element in the situation where a $750 or more is owed to the HOA.
Well, and to that point, sir, let's assume for a moment that I do have some questions about how the power is structured, but certainly I would generally concede that it probably qualifies under the definition that's in the declaration. But as to this issue, assuming for a moment you have the authority, is the basis for the cutting, I guess my question is Castleberry's position that Ms. Olafate has violated the consent final order?
Currently, yes, Your Honor. The last payment we received, we did receive one this month. We did not, according to the ledger, we did not receive one in, received a partial payment, I believe, in April, following an additional payment in May, and then additional 2 more payments in May of lesser amounts. There was no payment on record for March. And then, as she stated, she did make those initial payments in January and February.
Right. So here's what. So my understanding is that the consent agreement requires Ms. Olafate to pay $750 per month. Correct?
That is correct, Your Honor.
And the payment summary that I've been given is that it looks like for February, you probably get a whole 2 payments, but that total $750, and then you get the lump sum that was required. Mm-hmm. And then, according to Ms. Olafate, you've got a $500 payment in April, and then a $375 payment in May, and then another $375 payment in May as well.
And I think there was an additional $250 in May as well, but okay. I see that there was something credited back to her of that $250 on the 13th of May as well. So I don't know if that payment did not clear or what this is. I'm not privy to that, but
okay.
You are. I don't know why you would not say that you're not privy to that. But
I have no idea what my client did.
From what I'm hearing, though, is like she's making a good and concerted effort to remain on top of payments. Even if she misses one, she does multiple payments the following month to try and catch up and stuff like that. This is not a good case for for Castleberry, whoever owns this apartment, condo, whatever the fuck they're doing with.
Yeah.
So
they're just assholes.
Sorry. So I mean, right now our position is that
like big
she's
assholes.
$1,000 behind in payments, roughly, based on the $250 being taken back and the $750 missed in March.
Okay. Tell
And
me
why did you
about
give her back money if
how
she owed you money? That's
Georgia
weird.
Power, and this may be one of those facts that you're not quite,
Yeah.
but if Miss Olafade is required to contract directly with Georgia Power, then how does Castleberry retain the right to direct a third-party provider to turn off access to the power?
Yeah.
I don't believe they directed them to turn off the power. I believe Castleberry, and again, I don't know for certain. This is what
Yeah, you do.
what I've been made aware of recently.
You
I
probably
believe they
should
have
know for certain
access
if you're
to the
coming
power
here.
meters, to the individual units through one of their common elements like utility closets, whatever it is at the facility, and they're able to turn off those power meters to the units from there. And again, that.
So, if I'm to get this right, she is paying
Did you
for
just admit that
electricity.
Castleberry is breaking the law by tampering with electrical fucking meters that they are not the owners of? Those
Yeah.
are owned by the electric company that she's contracting through. You're not allowed to touch them.
Yeah, so what I'm hearing is that she is paying for her electricity through the electric company, not through this landlord people. And because you want her out so bad, even though she is legally paying for her electricity, you went to the box itself and disconnected it from her.
And tampered with something you're not allowed to. I think I mean, depends on jurisdiction, but I know that like in many areas, that is straight up illegal. You're not allowed to touch, tamper, otherwise interact with a power box or power meter because they're owned and utilized by the power company. And there's been far too many issues with like people stealing power by fucking with meters and shit like that. So they've just pretty much gone on top of it by, hey, unless you're part of the power company, don't fucking touch this box.
Yeah.
Earlier, I read to you the declarations where that is considered a limited common element defined in the declarations.
Okay. Mr. Pierce, I understand, especially with this type of practice, that it is hard. I mean, you are getting up to speed very quickly on something at sort of the last minute, and this may not be a case that you've been involved in from day one or were involved in the underlying actions. But I guess one question I have is, have you had a chance to talk with Ms. Olafade or anyone from your firm or from the COA to speak with Ms. Olafade regarding y'all's ability to work something out? Because as I understand it, while Ms. Olafade is in fact behind, she is attempting to make payments, and otherwise, I think while making payments has some right of presence under the declaration. And so I'm just trying to figure out if she's allowed.
Yeah, we got a case here of a very greedy property owner company, Castleberry. Castleberry is a fucking piece of shit because she missed one payment, tried to start making supplemental payments to that, and you sent the money back. So you're not even remotely good faith. Get the fuck out of here, at least as far as the court should be concerned.
Yeah, like, this is terrible.
Allowed to be there. I'm not saying I'm ruling that, but if let's assume for a moment that factually and legally she has some right to be present, albeit perhaps without power and water, if there's some way for us to work this out so that you don't have a situation where small children are doing without power and water. Well, what are your thoughts on that, Mr. Pierce? Have you had a chance to speak with Ms. Olafade? Are you authorized to speak with her?
I personally haven't had a chance. So the individuals that are on this that are representatives of Castleberry are Mark Buckland and Rushil Chandra from my office. They are more transactional HOA representatives rather than litigators. So they asked me to make an appearance at the TPO hearing today. So I haven't been privy to all the communications here. I do know that what she did state was factually correct and that she did follow up with the board. And I do believe...
I understand this happens with law offices a lot, but I feel like if you have two other people in your office that have been handling the entire case, they should probably be the ones that show up to court and not you, where you just go, I mean, like, you know, I'm here, but I don't know dick about anything that's happened. That's other people in my office.
So, I don't know that this has happened specifically in this case, but what will often happen with some firms is they will see that a case is going to be lost or they're not in a favorable position, and they will pass the buck to a lower level associate.
Yeah.
Now, it doesn't look bad on them if the case is lost, looks bad on the associate, and the company can be like, hey, you know, we just had a lower associate working on that. Sorry about that. You know, he's a scapegoat, in my opinion. That's what this is feeling like.
Yeah.
Because you wouldn't be this far into the case and be like, yeah, we just brought in this new attorney. He barely knows anything. Oh, Baked Buddhist, thank you for being a Jarl for a month. Does the judge realize they admitted to messing with the power box and not saying anything because it's not relevant to the tenant situation? I mean, I will say this judge is kind of just playing her cards close to her chest in a way that... unlike most judges, she's asking questions, but we don't know one way or the other necessarily through her, she's not going on anecdotes. She's not doing what a lot of other judges will do. She's asking questions, and that's it. So, I mean, it's entirely possible at the end of this, she's like, that's fucked up. We're going to actually investigate that or something. But right now, she's just poker facing the shit out of this.
Yeah. This is just a shitty HOA, though. I mean, to be fair, I think all HOAs are kind of shitty.
I mean, yeah, most are. I would say like 98%, only because I can't, say all because just my fucking lawyer brain doesn't let me. But like, it's a vast majority by far. I'll tell you this right now. I've never dealt with an HOA that I thought, oh yeah, they're running that good.
Yeah.
That thought has never crossed my mind.
Mark Buckland, who's the partner on this one, back in the beginning of June. It was the last that I recall. I don't know to the extent that the board authorized communications for Mr. Buckland to respond to her accordingly. As with this HOA in particular, they're concerned about their costs, obviously, with attorney's fees and assessing attorney's fees on their owners. So we do our due diligence there to make sure that they want us to respond and want us to be active on a particular situation. So I'm not privy to if there was a response after from the board on June 1st or not. I don't believe a response from my office was given after June 1st.
Okay. Are you authorized or in a position to speak with Ms. Olafade regarding the possibility of resolving this matter in some method that would allow Ms. Olafade to have a restoration of her power and water and would allow Castleberry to get something towards its interests?
So, this question is very important because if he was not granted authorization to work this out, it means that the company has absolutely no interest in actually, doing a good faith attempt at resolving this.
Yeah.
This is kind of a trick question. He's like, so do you have authorization to speak with Olafade about what she's really saying is, did the company send you with any power of negotiation, or is this a big F you to the client here?
Or is Castleberry taking the position that the consent order is totally out the window now because of the underpayments?
No, Your Honor, I believe we're still willing to adhere to the consent order. I believe what they're asking is at least a partial payment by Friday of this week of the $750, which would be $375. And I think we can agree to turn on utilities by end of day tomorrow. with the promise
Why
that
not end of day
375
today?
will be paid by Friday, and then we can reset this particular hearing for 30 days
End
out
of day
to
the
confirm
following
that the
day.
second payment on that 750 has been made.
There are 2 small children that have no power and water right now and have it for two weeks. This is now, in my opinion, an emergent situation.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, we can probably get the power on, tomorrow at the end of the day. Like,
And
come
she'll be fully
on.
caught. That's separate from her obligations of her monthly obligations going forward in July and onwards.
Okay. Ms. Olafate, did you understand what was just outlined by Mr. Pierce in terms of what obligation you would have to make some partial payments?
Yes, Your Honor, I'm prepared to do that immediately. I would like for the service to be turned on immediately, but I can make a payment right now. That's what I've been attempting to do. But yes, Your Honor, I do understand.
Okay.
Yeah, and the only reason I say by end of day tomorrow is because I just don't know who's at the property right now, and with it being so late in the afternoon, I just don't want to. I'm going to try to get them to get it back on today, but it may be tomorrow morning before it's back on fully.
Okay.
So condos and apartment buildings have what's known as a groundskeeper.
Ms. Olafades, if you would
lives
restate the
there.
specific expectation that Castleberry has in terms of the payments. It sounds like Ms. Olafade may be in a position to just make a $750 payment. I don't know,
Yeah.
but I want to be clear that I understand on behalf of Castleberry what payment she's expected to make in exchange for the restoration of her power and water.
Yeah, so 375 by end of day this Friday, which would be half of the 750 that's owed, and then the additional 375 that's owed on that 750 by, and I believe we reset this for 30 days out, Your Honor.
Yes.
So the additional 375 to be paid by the next hearing. Or before the next hearing, so that I'd prefer before the next hearing, so maybe like 3 weeks, just so that we can dismiss this case and get it off the judge's docket if that's resolved at that point in time.
Okay, so what I'm looking at is that you would be expecting a payment by Friday, which is the 19th, and then
Now, what I hope happens is once this is kind of sorted and the payments are like, Erica, you need to sock away some money and get ready to move.
Yeah.
Because there's no fucking way. Like now, you being here is always going to be a problem, and every few weeks, few months, whatever, there's always going to be a dust up, some bullshit, whatever. They want you out, and so they're not going to make your stay, whether or not you rightfully pay, they're not going to make it comfortable for you. So it's time to start looking for a new place.
And what I would likely do is reset this for July the 9th, which is just over 30. Nope, actually, it's just under 30 days. I could do it that next week, but that would be a little more difficult. The easier date would be the 9th. Then you could expect that your expectation, Castleberry's expectation would be that Ms. Hill would have made I'm sorry, not Ms. Hill, I apologize. Ms. Olafade would have made a payment, that additional 375 payment by, say, the 8th of July. Is that right?
Yeah, I'm fine with that, Your Honor.
Ms. Olafade, is that something that you believe you would be able to work with?
Yes, Your Honor. I would just like to know am I making this on the portal, and who do I need to send the proof to? Because I actually will be doing that momentarily.
Mr. Pierce?
Yeah, you can just send proof of payment to the email to Mr. Buckland and Mr. Chandra. They'll get the email, and I'm going to confirm with them after this hearing everything that's going to take place. You can pay it how you normally been paying. We get those ledgers, so that's perfectly fine.
Okay.
And Mr. Pierce, just to reiterate, I think I had heard you say that if Ms. Olafade is able to make the 750 in whatever form, but fully by July the 8th, while also maintaining compliance with other obligations under the consent agreement, then you believe that would resolve the issue and the parties could forego the need for a further hearing. Is that your understanding, Mr. Pierce?
Yeah, that is, Your Honor. I don't think there'd be any issues with utilities being cut off at that point.
And Ms. Olafade, do you agree?
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay, excellent. Okay, so then what I'm going to do is we're going to issue a very brief order. Now, the fact that that might take me a day or so to get it in writing and filed into the record, do want to be clear that it takes effect right now as I am saying it. My order is that Ms. Olafade is required to make a payment of at least $375 by June the 19th.
So I don't think meter tampering actually happened here. I think the reason why that's not being honed in on is in the building, they probably have a breaker box, which is what separates the rooms and the housing units, and they probably turned off her power at the breaker box.
Likely, yeah.
And if she did that, I mean, if they did that, then there's no need to contact the power company, which is a third party, and get, because doing all of that would absolutely be illegal. I mean, I would still consider it a violation of some law to turn off their power when they're paying their power a third party. You don't have any authority over that power's delivery, but that's probably why the judges will be like, oh, so you guys fucked with a meter that doesn't belong to you in order to deprive another and two small children without power for 2 weeks. Yeah, I don't think that quite happened, and that's why this is kind of like, it's not being honed in on the way that I thought it would.
Friday, based on her representation that she will be able to make that payment and that she will also make an additional payment of $375 on or before July the 8th. Castleberry agrees that no later than close of business tomorrow, they will ensure the restoration of power and water to her unit. And should that occur, and should Ms. Olafade maintain compliance with her current ongoing obligation under the consent.
Really quick, thank you, Sweet Dog Mountain. It says, been binging all of your VODs lately. Thanks for making my work less boring with your content. I appreciate it. I'm glad I can make your work a little bit better. Your work day a little bit better, just the slightest bit.
Decree and her regular assessment obligations as a member participating in the condominium association, then this case could likely be dismissed and there would be no need for a further hearing on July the 9th. Is that accurate to what both of y'all understand, Ms. Olafade?
Yes, Your Honor.
And Mr. Pierce?
Yep.
Okay.
That is, Your Honor.
Okay, so Mr. Freehoff is going to prepare an order that says that. It will be very bare bones, just so we're all clear. And then we will get it on file as soon as possible for you all, okay?
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much.
Do you need anything else from me, Ms. Olafade?
Yes, I'm sorry, everyone. Just one more question. Give it through the end of day tomorrow. Do I contact the board attorney Pierce, or who is?
That's a great question. Hopefully not one that we will need to worry about.
Oh, thank you so much for the 5 gifted memberships.
I will say that Mr. Pierce.
Drift, thank you very much.
Who gave you a bunch of gifted?
And thank you also. It was Drift 1879. That's actually when he was born. I have a Amori cowboy in my chat. He's also been a house girl for 11 months. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
And hey, he pulled Azahara as one of the gifted memberships. Nice.
Yeah.
Legendary refresh pull. Now,
we are directly in touch with Mr. Pierce, even if you might not be. And so if you were to notify the court that Castleberry had not complied, right, then we would reach out to Mr. Pierce and ask Mr. Pierce why Castleberry had not complied with our order. So there is a way for us to do that. Mr. Pierce, should she direct that communication to?
She can direct it to Mr. Buckland and Mr. Chandra. If we want to, I can also put my email in the chat for anyone that needs it.
Okay.
If Mr. Freehoff wants to, if she wants to email Mr. Freehoff, if she feels more comfortable doing that,
right,
and him notify me that has not happened yet, I will address it immediately. So,
and I don't expect that it will be an issue, but obviously best to have an answer just in case it is, and as well for Mr. Freehoff to ensure that if he is contacted by Ms. Olafade, that he has a way to ensure that there is not any ex parte communication.
Yeah, last time this happened, I will say that we had it back on within a few hours. So I don't expect that to happen.
I fully expect that will be the case, Mr. Pierce, but better safe than sorry. Okay, well, thank you both for being efficient and for coming up with a reasonable resolution. We will get an order on file for you as quickly as we can, and hopefully I will not need to see you all again, but we are here if something comes up that requires court involvement.
So what do you think about the landlord here? Well, that one's not gonna work. Ava, die again.
Everything sucks.
What does?
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, we're good. Okay. You might. Should I stream it or should you? On Discord.
We'll just do the other two first.
Okay, yeah, that'll work.
You can loop back to this one later. This one is here's why you don't break into the evidence room. Here's why you don't break into the evidence room.
I'm surprised he got into the evidence room.
Yeah, it feels like it'd be kind of difficult.
It should be the most difficult thing. This is some Breaking Bad Walter. Remember, Walter White couldn't even get into that evidence room. He had to make a giant magnet to fucking damage what was inside.
Yeah.
So, like, how the hell are you getting into this? And this looks like a big police precinct, too. They have a lobby. Not every police department has a fucking lobby.
Yeah.
Evidence room at this police station. He wants it back and will not leave without it.
Where did you lose your backpack? Did somebody have it? In an Uber. In an Uber? Accidentally? So it's not like okay, well we could do that the simple, polite conversation. Or you could be like this. No, I'm asking if it was stolen.
I know.
So sometimes
left it in an Uber. You guys stopped it for no reason.
Why don't you listen?
Hey, give me my ID back, man.
Okay, get out. You can call and make an appointment to come in.
No, man.
Yep. We're not gonna play this game with you. We're not being disrespectful.
You trying to treat me, man?
I came out here to ask you to make sure it's not stolen.
It's not stolen.
Okay,
you guys
but
know already.
I don't know that. How am I supposed to know?
The people that stopped the Uber, they already know that.
How do they know that?
That means you know it already.
Know what?
Then my backpack is over here.
I know your backpack's here. Your backpack was inventory the other night because
¿Ves cómo mienten? Que no tienen aquí nada.
your backpack was
Hey, you don't
inventory.
speak Spanish, man?
No.
Your backpack was inventory because it was in a vehicle that you were not in.
I was not in.
So we need to make sure.
Why did y'all
Shut up and listen. I'm already done with it. What you need to do is listen. In order to ensure that stuff wasn't taken, we need to take it and then talk to you to make sure it's not stolen.
Nothing was stolen.
Okay. Well, how
Do we have anyone that speaks Spanish working? No. Okay, that's fine. Don't worry about it.
Because you were not in a car.
But why did
Shut up and listen. Because I just explained.
¿Ves cómo me trata María? Eso es falta de respeto, María.
Hey, Jose. Let me talk.
I'm letting you talk. I'm not.
You're not. You're interrupting, which makes this much harder to do. The reason your stuff was removed from that car was because legal documents were in there, right?
Like mine.
Okay. So because you are not there, we can't verify that that is stolen or not stolen, or if it was accidentally left in there. So us as the police, we are not going to leave documents, property that belongs to somebody else, to somebody who is not in that car. We need to make sure it is not stolen. We need to make sure, like you're saying, it was left in an Uber by accident. That happens. It happens to everybody that gets in an Uber sometimes. So that's why your stuff was taken. Because you were not there. If we could give it back to you. No, listen. If you were there, you could have been like, hey, that's my bag.
Sure. What I'm saying, man, is that you guys lied, man. You guys want to be on support with the backpack for no reason.
When did I lie?
Not you, but whoever arrested my homie.
Who arrested your homie?
The one that was an Uber, I knew him already.
So it's your friend?
Yeah.
So you were there with your friend? Was it an Uber?
No, it wasn't Uber. He dropped me off there. He was about to leave, and y'all took his back up for no reason.
So
There was no reason for you guys to check the car.
So your buddy is an Uber driver. Okay, so when you saw the police show up, why wouldn't you just go outside and be like,
I wasn't there. I wasn't there.
you just said you were there. You said you were there visiting a girl.
That's what I'm saying. But when y'all showed up, when police showed up, I wasn't in the car or anything. I forgot my backpack.
Well, why didn't you just look outside and be like, hey guys,
Because I was visiting my girlfriend already.
busy with your girlfriend? Your backpack had cannabis right doing it and grind. So,
A grinder.
yes.
It was empty. Like I'm saying, your cops lied. They said I had 8 phones in there.
Thank you. Welcome to the puddle dollar bill. Dollar bill. Oh.
I didn't have a single phone in there. I need my backpack back, man.
Well, that's fine. But we can't do it right now.
Yes, you can, man. You can go and get my backpack.
No, I can't. I actually don't have access to that.
Yes, you do. Oh, I don't. Y'all are all police. Y'all are all pigs.
That's fine. You can call me pig all you want.
Come, dude. Tomorrow morning, 8 a.m.
Nigga, I got
Okay.
tomorrow morning at 8
You're gonna
a.m.
listen or you're gonna go? I'm telling you. Tomorrow morning, 8 a.m.
You think I'm not gonna go?
No, I think you should go.
I am gonna go. But I need my backpack. My backpack has the papers for my court date in it.
You said you're at court tomorrow, so you know you're.
That's why. But I don't know the room number.
You can go into the
Man, I need my backpack, man.
Well, you
No.
can't get it.
Yes, you
Call
can,
and make an
man.
appointment with
You
the
just being a hoe and you want to give my backpack.
No, it's not open till 8, bro.
Nah, man. y'all
Call
gotta
and
give
make
my
an
backpack.
appointment.
Nah, man. Y'all
We
bogus.
physically cannot.
Yes, you can.
I do not have access to that.
Yes, you can. You just don't want to. All of y'all are 12. I'm saying you. All of y'all are f***ing pigs. I know there's someone back there working, checking my f***ing backpack right now, my phone and everything.
No, that was the other night.
Yeah, y'all were checking my shit.
Oh, I was.
And my phone and everything. I just want my shit back.
Well, maybe you should have done that.
What do you mean I should have been there? You have my backpack back there. Give me my shit.
It's time to go.
Nah.
Get out.
Nah, hell no. I'm about to call my sister and I'm about to tell her. Good. She about to tell me you're my f***ing rice.
I noticed that he said that his
Did you
backpack
just
had his
imply
phone
your
in it,
sister's
by the
a
way.
lawyer? Yeah, and he pulls out a phone. What? Guys, my phone, it's stuck in that backpack. Pulls out his phone. I'm calling my sister. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Right ahead.
Yeah, stupid ass bitch.
Get out.
Suck my dick, bitch.
Get out.
Get me fucking out.
Get out.
Get me fucking out. El Juanito me la pela era. Shh.
I don't understand what you're saying,
Yes, you
but
do. You're fucking like a dumbass.
I mean that's good. I don't
He just,
understand. Let's go.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, it
suck
wasn't
my-
good.
That is, I don't roll
Yeah,
that way, but
okay, so I was just going to say, I know enough Spanish. He just said, what, you want to suck my dick?
Yeah.
That's literally what he said.
whatever you want, buddy. Oh,
I'm not leaving, man.
Okay. Well,
you're allowed to stay here all night. 8 a.m. When they open, they'll get you your backpack. No problem. You can sleep here if you want. Very comfortable.
My shit.
Yep. Please take it.
property officers will be in about 8 a.m.
So,
Nah, y'all about to give me
yeah.
my shit.
Yep.
What are you talking about?
Don't worry. 8 a.m. We will give you your stuff. No problem.
I know, you bitch. About to take up your ass. About that motherfucker. Eh?
Oh my God.
Oh, rub that with my too, bitch.
Yeah, that's weird. It's fine.
Why are people like this always fucking...
Let's go outside. Take everything off. Go outside.
There's no telling with these people.
Right. You can't take no 30 seconds. Right.
Fake
30
Brutus says,
seconds, what?
insert Dora the
Is that-
Explorer joke the way he keeps going on about his backpack.
This is actually Dora's cousin Diego after some rough times. Let me tell you what, his time as a child star was not kind to him.
Yeah, after the show ended, things were pretty rough.
Yeah. Diego really trudged through it, you know.
And then Internet Zen says, bro, for the love of God, just abandon the bag and get a new phone. Trying to get it like this just looks sus as hell. Dumb criminals are so dumb.
Well, I will say this, like, there's some arguments he could try to make, but, like, there's a reason why we talk about unreasonable search and seizure. Technically, you can make the argument, hey, you guys have seized my property, I want it back. You haven't done it rightfully, right? He's like, we would love to, but we can't right now. As soon as we are able, within reason, we will return your property to you, which is why this is not an unreasonable search or seizure, keyword being seizure here, because they are being I mean, even with him being as crass and rude as he is, they're still being very fucking nice and polite to him and working, hey, you can sleep here, you can wait, but like letting you know right now, it's not until 8 in the morning that the property officers come in and can actually serve you.
Yeah.
That's probably why you're
Oh, is he threatening
What was
to
that?
assault a officer? Is that what he's doing?
Hey, ain't no assault, man.
Hold on. You just said you're gonna smack him. Yeah. You threatening assault? Is that what's happening?
And
right
now
Ain't no
he's
assault,
done.
man.
You just said you're gonna smack an officer.
Man.
All
said
right.
you'd slap me. You stood
Yeah,
up.
that's what you just did.
Before, so
Cause you smack.
So-
No reason. You don't want to
no,
give
we're
me my
not.
backpack.
We're trying to figure out why it was.
Yeah, you can arrest me if you want, but I ain't leaving this place.
Well, yeah. If you arrest you, go.
You can do whatever you want, man.
Brother, you keep talking. You're not going to be leaving this place on not for any
No.
choice of your own.
Yeah, you know what? We actually have a bed for you right here. Follow us.
Hey, man, I'm not leaving this place. Yeah, well, you're about to not be leaving it
Yeah,
for sure.
you know what? You're right. Hello, buddy.
My backpack.
All right, well, we're done because we told you we can't help you with that.
Oh, I ain't getting nothing.
That's fine. 8 a.m. tomorrow, you get your backpack, buddy. You follow me one more time, I'm gonna place you under arrest.
Nah, man. I'm gonna
Sit back
report you
down.
too.
That's fine. Do not come into this area. It is a closed area. This is only for police personnel only. You try walking back here, you will be placed under arrest. This is police personnel only.
Where's my backpack, man?
If you go back here, you will be placed under arrest. I will tell you that right now.
Your backpack has been inventoried because you were not there to receive it that night. Now back up. Good night.
Nah, man. You better go bring my backpack, man. Y'all got it back there,
Okay,
man.
I'm telling you, you go past this barrier, you're gonna be placed under arrest. You understand me?
I need my backpack.
You understand me? Oh, you understand me?
Yeah, knocking on the.
You understand me?
Y'all gotta give me my backpack, man.
You're gonna be placed under arrest.
Get back.
Back it up. Okay, that's it.
I mean, that wasn't exactly as I thought it would.
You think he's got drugs in there or something?
No, I will say there's some people that just there could be nothing illegal in there. He's just that fucking stupidly angry about his property. Like
Fair.
I've seen people like where okay, and then their actions provide reasonable suspicion to actually, search the bag, and they go, and there's nothing in here. Yeah, it's just my shit and I want it. It's like, dude, you fucking created such a bad situation for yourself.
Yeah. Like, literally just wait a couple hours. That's all you had to do is wait a couple hours. They even told you could wait in the office. They didn't even tell you had to get out.
Central 3780. Can we get somebody to the front? We have a subject being detained fighting us.
Lay down.
Hold on. I got him. Got him. Get his hands. I got his legs.
Give me your hand.
I got his legs. Get him. That's fine. I got his legs.
Okay.
Good. I got him. All right. You gonna be calm if we bring you up?
Hey, I got. Hey,
No.
hold it. No. Y'all know I got a phone call.
No.
Nah.
You can be close.
You know I got.
It's one of those stupid things that people always pick up from TV. Man, I got my phone call, man. Yeah, you get your phone call later. It's so dumb when people watch like television shows and they just become convinced everything in it is exactly how everything works at all times. Is Ava good? Ava died again, chat. Unfortunate. Waiting for that, I can't breathe. Wannabes and thugs have one weakness, sagging pants. Japanese burrito wrap. So we do have the Americans do have a burrito wrap. It's slightly different looking than the Japanese burrito wrap, but we do in fact have a burrito wrap. Thank you, Internet Zen. Little bro really tried the I'm gonna scare them into compliance by recording them with my phone to go viral shtick, then waved his arm around so much it wouldn't work. Diego fried his brain after Dora. What is that emoji, Maverick? Not tell. Looks like a pill.
No. Jesus, perhaps Noah will be uninterrupted and Pikun can leave me the fuck alone every time.
Fair.
Alright.
He is pulling the I get a phone call right now. Like you can't arrest me, I get a phone call.
Literally right now?
Yeah. I'll go back an inch for you.
A little uphill, a little early for that dude.
You gotta be calm if we bring you up.
Hey, I got.
No.
Hold it. Nah. Y'all know I got a phone call.
No.
Nah.
You gonna be close?
You know I got a phone call.
Jose.
You gonna be
Nah. Y'all know I got a phone call, man.
Jose, you're under arrest.
I know, but I got my phone call. I know my rights.
You'll get a phone call. All right.
Hey.
And I was just saying, like, it's so dumb that people have picked this up from television and have become convinced that, like, they just say, I get a phone call, and the first thing they do is they get taken to a phone.
Look, you do get a phone call. In fact, you get many phone calls, but it's not... I only get one, and when I say I want my call, you have to get me in front of a phone right this second. That's not how any of that works. That death that go just said, I'm tired, boss.
Yeah.
Let me try this double lock.
Nah, give me my phone, man.
Hey, it's not too tight, are they?
double lock 'em.
This is not too tight, is it?
That's still too tight. You mean a hoe?
You want me to loosen it?
Nigga, if I put that shit on you that tight, you gonna want me to do it?
Okay.
Why you gotta act like a dumbass, man? I'm just here because I have my fucking phone, man. Y'all being some fucking bitches.
And we just told you.
Nah, man, that's some bullshit. I got court tomorrow, and y'all don't want to give me my shit.
Jose, we explained that to you.
Nah, man. Y'all can give me that shit. Y'all better give me my phone. I ain't getting that phone. Give me that phone. Hey, I have rights, man. Give me that phone.
Your phone's right here.
Did you know that you have rights?
I have my backpack.
I got it right.
I had to. I literally had to. Did you know you had rights? It's in the Constitution.
They always do it too. They're like, I have rights. It's like, do you think that means we can't arrest you? Like, what do you... Oh yeah, the Mang. For some reason, the Mang always kind of annoys me.
I am tired of the culture that makes people like him. Well, it's ignorance. That's all it is. It's literally a lack of understanding of how their rights work, how they're applied, how they're able to use them. That's all it is. And maybe it's a willing ignorance, but it is ignorance nonetheless.
Yeah.
They checked the car for no reason.
Jose, you gonna listen to me?
It was not your car.
Nah, man.
Until then, you're gonna stay on the floor then.
Man, I'm at his because my court date is on that backpack, the room number and everything. And they're gonna be bogus as hell, man.
Well, we're gonna get it.
Who's the sergeant? You are?
I am.
That's what I'm saying. They're bogus still for no reason, man.
So you're gonna do what I say and we're gonna work it out like that?
Yeah.
So we can sit down and talk over
Yeah.
So you're gonna be a gentleman.
Nope, I need to call my mom.
Okay, are you gonna be a gentleman to get you up?
Yeah.
I'll let you make some phone calls.
Hey, can you grab that? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, we'll grab it.
Hey, the piece was around here too.
We'll get the vacuum.
I'm gonna say right now, this sergeant needs a raise.
Yeah.
This guy came in and in 2 sentences, you can feel the tension and fucking aggression in the room. Just slow. It's not immediately down, but it's tapering down. You know, this is core de-escalation and he's doing very well.
He's winding it back.
Man, I was never bogus for this. I don't need my backpack,
It's
man.
a yes or no question.
Yes.
Okay. All right, they're gonna get you up. We're gonna sit down and figure this out.
I was never bogus to him.
Okay.
Until he disrespected me, man. He's like bogus as hell. He think he. Let's stand up, alright? He think he's the boss of everybody out here and shit. So you.
Roll this.
Bring your knees up to your chest.
They're gonna have to sit on this chair over here, okay? All right. I'm Sergeant Burke.
Yeah, man.
First of all, I have no idea why you're even here. Why don't you go under arrest for battery?
For battery, he's the one that pushed me.
What's
So
going to
you're telling me
happen
that he harassed me,
What is going to
and I'm
happen
still
is
under
I'm going
arrest.
to have a different officer in the back with you and process you.
2150.
Okay? From there, we're going to help you out the best of our
So you're
ability.
telling me that he harassed me, and you're still arresting me?
I interviewed you.
So a push,
I gave you
a
your
push
option
to
to
me,
tell me what happened.
a push to me isn't him harassing me.
Jose, you can argue in court.
No, I'm arguing with you guys.
We all have body cameras on.
All y'all know what's up with that shit. Y'all know the law, y'all know everything. And he pushed me.
So you're going to be your place.
No. He pushed me
That's it.
3 times. You're telling me that is
3 times though, guys.
When you're following him
The heck?
to go see whatever he's doing,
Because he.
You're telling me it's not harassment?
That
He
fish
pushed
is gonna
me.
get bigger every time. It's gonna be 4 or 5 times by the end of this.
My backpack, and
I don't know if anyone else caught it, but even
Y'all
definitely
have
say
my backpack.
ignorance. No, I did not.
I told you, you need to talk to a property officer.
No,
And that's how
you're
it
a
works. So we're
sergeant.
done talking about
You're a whole sergeant. You can go back there. You can tell the other officer that you override that shit. I know, man. Hey, Kevin, a bitch, man. I'm telling you, he pushed the out of me like 3 times for no reason.
I found your bag.
I'm saying,
It's saying 3 times.
I'm telling you, he harassed the out of me for no reason. Hey, if it's gone like that, what the you think he did? He pushed the out of me for no reason. I'm saying that he harassed the out of me and he wanted to like he a bitch.
All right, this is what's going to happen. I'm going to escort you back to booking.
I need to talk to my mom first.
Well, I'll let you
No,
use the
man.
phone call back there.
I don't know her phone number. The only way I have
I will
her
give you
number
your
is through
phone.
that.
It's going to happen in the back. You're not dictating what happens here, okay? We are. You understand that at this point? I've been a gentleman. I'm going to continue to be
I
a
know.
gentleman until you
and
are.
You've been cool.
This is what's going to
But
happen.
I need
I'm
my
telling you.
backpack, and I didn't do shit wrong. I'm telling
We
you,
are
he
going in the
harassed
back
me.
to process you. If you resist or you cause more problems, you're just going to get more charges. Do you understand?
Man, I'm
me?
telling you, man.
Stop
he
resisting.
In the back, I will let you use your
He
phone and
harassed
call
me.
your mom. Do you understand that?
He fucking harassed me, man.
And
I'll
I'm
let
gonna
you call your
investigate.
mommy.
I will do an investigation on that, okay? But this
I'll
is
let
what's
you call
happening
your
right now,
mommy.
okay?
Man, you're the sergeant. You can
I
go
am,
back
correct.
there,
You are.
override that shit, and get my backpack. Why you being on some bullshit, man?
I'm going to stand you up, and we're going to walk back to booking. Thank you.
But I'm telling you,
And
man.
I'm going to let you...
Why the you being on bullshit? Man? You know you can go back there, override everything, whatever you say, and get my backpack.
Okay, sounds good.
Jose was charged with battery and
Yes,
resisting.
telefono
He was
por
issued a
tu madre.
complaint for battery and a complaint for resisting a peace officer and was released on a C bond.
Like, just stop fighting with police. My fucking god.
It's ridiculous. Oh, we're court.
I mean, we tell
Swag.
people all the time, it's like, we're not saying police are correct all the time, but the correct place to fight them is not, you know, on the side of the road, or I guess in this case, in the
Even they
police office.
mentioned, you know, this is where you argue in court. It's like, nah, I'm arguing now. Nah, you're not. You really aren't. You think you are, but you're not.
Exactly. Also, thank you,
How do I
Cromie, for the
argue this
star.
now? That's the funny thing. You don't.
Yeah, you wait until it's time for court.
Ex-wife melts down after judge cuts support falling. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. So this will happen a lot, and it's where, okay, you know, a child support payment plan is in place, but dad or mom, depending on who's paying, loses the job. Well, obviously, it's not fair to ask them to continue to pay if they don't have a way of making money.
Yeah, they don't actually have a
And
job.
sometimes the reaction is, well, the reaction reveals everything you need to know about where the priorities of the mother or father is receiving child support payments. You see where the priorities lie.
Fair.
I believe that he quit working whenever he moved in with his girlfriend, and that he started a GoFundMe to pay my bills and take care of my little man with a goal of $20,000.
All right. So, in the interest of time, basically, do you agree to finalize temporary order as is regarding everything, including the child support, medical support, dental support judgments, the health and dental insurance with the cash medical and cash dental payments per month, the non-disclosure and the court costs and the court costs, all that except for the current child support as is?
Yes, sir.
All right. So let's moving on to what's actually contested. What, as far as you're aware, what is his current job? Mr. Haldeman's current job?
He waters plants or works at a tree place.
All right. And so what is the
very descriptive?
I'm sorry. Holy shit, are you so disconnected from the world and how it works that you don't know the term landscaper?
Oh, landscaper
or
too.
gardener or any like that would have been appropriate.
He waters trees or something.
Oh, wow. Okay, I see the level of intelligence we're dealing with here. My God.
last job that he had that you're aware of?
Setting tile.
All right. And so when did
He
he
works
work
in a
at the
forest.
setting tile job?
He's worked with that since he was 15 years old, off and on, but here in Texas, recently, 2022.
All right.
So
And
2024.
all right. So so how much do you think he made setting tile by 2024?
At least
Okay, and he's a
$5,000 a
tile
month, if
setter.
not more.
All right, real quick, ma'am. Were y'all together when he was doing this?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, and you.
I gotta say, that man must be a workaholic if he's making $5,000 a month laying tile.
Yeah.
I know a couple people who do flooring in real life, and like the only person who's making that much money is the business owner.
Yeah, homie is busting his ass.
Yeah, that's crazy.
He told me that, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. You may proceed then, Mr. Wells.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Again, not outside the realms of possibility, but
Do you have any documents or anything that say that, he had this job and was making that amount?
No, Your Honor, or no, sir. I think he was being paid under the table, or I don't know how it works. I don't know if you got.
All right, that's it. That's good, ma'am. That's good.
Already tried to be like, maybe he's getting paid under the table.
yeah, so already you have no pay stubs or anything. You have arguably, he told me he makes that. Well, one, hearsay. Two, well, not really hearsay because he is in the court, so it's not. It could be fucking said it fall under an exemption rule, but still, you have no corroborating evidence to say that yes, he does make around $5,000 or was making $5,000 a month between the period of 2022 and 2024.
Yeah.
So the making money under the table. I don't know why, especially women will do this, but they will say that as if like, that'll get them in the court extra, which maybe it might, but also that puts your paycheck at risk too. You want everything. You want them ruined, but you want them to somehow support you. You can't have it both ways.
Exactly.
Do you have anything else you'd like to tell the court?
That the only reason that the child support was suddenly lowered is not because he contacted the court. It was because I finally contacted the court for non-payment. He didn't suddenly say, oh, I don't have a job, and contacted y'all to lower it. He just quit paying whenever he decided to do that. And then I had to contact the court to get involved.
That doesn't sound right.
All right, ma'am, do you know the last, what's the last date that you're certain that he was actually working at putting down tile now?
May or June of 2024.
Okay. So it's been more than, right now, we're looking at, what, 13, 14 months on, 14, 15 months on that right now. Okay, thank you. And do you know who he was working for?
His brother.
Okay. And,
really quick, Akko just sent me, Ethan Klein lost his case to Denims. I'm forwarding you something.
Nice. Okay, so it looks like the preliminary judgment has been finalized, and Denims is a winner. Really a winner, and the only one, like technically, yeah, you can say Ethan Klein has 2 out of 3, but remember, one of them was an out-of-court settlement, and the other one was a default judgment. When it came to actually blow-for-blow fights, he lost the only one he was actually in. One took it out before the actual fight, the other never responded. You did call it. You did. Yeah, again, another coin for the Mizu was right jar, absolutely.
People thought I was coping.
No, I know, people thought I was coping too, quite a bit. I'm like, look, guys, especially when it comes to fair use cases, mostly because of Ethan Klein and that Hallmark ruling however many years ago, fair use is it's like rolling on the roulette table. Okay, you never know exactly what the judge is going to land on, and it's very possible to meet the 4 standards fairly easily. And honestly, Denim's law team did a good job, especially with the argument that, hey, my audience would never watch the Truth Nuke in of itself in a vacuum. They would only watch it if I was there to react to it. Therefore, I did not act as a market replacement because the people who watched me never would have watched his video.
The court deems defendant's use as transformative. Throughout the live stream, defendant provides commentary pertaining to the criticism of the nuke. Defendant contends that the nuke resembles a high school video project or middle school project. During the subject live stream, defendant complains about the documentary's editing and that the video treats the audience as morons and is attempting to, quote, trick them. The complaint further states that she frequently makes comments that are later contradicted by the nuke itself. Notably, the fair use inquiry does not ask whether the criticisms or parody of the copyrighted work is just or accurate or mean-spirited, but whether the use of the kind of copyright is designed to protect.
Yeah, that is fair.
Because 3 of the 4 fair use factors strongly favor defendant, including the most important factor, purpose and character of use, the court concludes that the fair use defense applies as a matter of law, thus defendant's motion for judgment on the pleadings is granted. Conclusion. For the foregoing reasons, the court grants defendant's motion for judgment on the pleadings. The court orders defendant to prepare and submit a proposed judgment in this matter within 7 days of this order. It is so ordered.
Now, of course, actually, I'm not super familiar with copyright cases. You can appeal. Usually you can appeal. I don't know what grounds he will appeal on. I think I would say that, at least from what I've seen, and if you could send me a link to that final judgment, I'll make that into a reading video.
I'd have to find the final
judgment. Why are you
This is
updating?
just,
And I'm like, oh, yeah, I can find it, luckily. I can probably just. I have the document, the docket actually linked, or not linked, but bookmarked. So I'll probably just bring it up. I'll do a reading on it. It's probably pretty simple. A lot of people are asking me, why aren't you making updates on their back and forth motions? Is because really, it's what would you call it? It's all useless filler, and we don't really need it. Like the main complaint, the response to complaint, and then the judge's decision are pretty much the main documents in a case that I want to look at. A lot of everything else is just fluff and filler that I don't know. I don't want to fill up my channel with a bunch of useless law readings.
Fair.
You know,
And
you want
I'm
a
sorry,
beginning, middle, and
who's
end, and I think the main complaint, response to complaint, and then the decision is a pretty good way of emulating that.
touch with it, or did you know that he left his brother and was no longer doing that? What's the circumstances revolving around that, ma'am?
At that point, we weren't really communicating, and I wouldn't believe anything he told me. He didn't tell me.
What?
All right, then. So the first time you heard about the current job he has at this point, ma'am, when did you hear about that?
Sometime this year.
Okay. Before the first meeting at the AG's office?
Maybe.
Right. Okay. All right, ma'am. I'm going to go and let the state call the other witness, and then I'll come back to you. And I'm sorry. Is there anything else, ma'am, in these circumstances that you can testify to, that you're eyewitness to, or that he told you that would confirm that he's intentionally underemployed?
Yes. I believe that he quit working whenever he moved in with his girlfriend, and that he started a GoFundMe to pay my bills and take care of my little man with a goal of $20,000. And I don't believe that is like.
Judge repeatedly explains hearsay rules and limits unsupported testimony regarding employment allegations.
Stop. Did he tell you that, or is that something you researched on the internet yourself?
I researched it on the internet because my brother contacted me. Yes.
Okay, here's the deal, ma'am. That's
So yeah, we're on like 3 levels of hearsay now, and as she keeps adding to it, it's just adding more hearsay.
It's really bad.
So did you find that out, or did you research it yourself? I researched it myself. I was told by my brother.
My brother.
Okay,
What?
so we're hearsay.
Yeah, we're in triple hearsay.
The judge is trying to stop you because he knows you're on like triple hearsay.
Brother, what are you doing?
Hearsay. All right. Even though you found it, you saw it, you're testifying to it, you have no way. Did he tell you that? Did he actually tell you himself that he set that up?
No, but I have a photograph, and it says Daniel Haltman is the one organizing it.
Okay, here's the deal, ma'am. That's still photographs, images. That under law, they're hearsay. You got to verify that those are true and correct as far as what they are and who set them up. All right. I know you're not a lawyer, ma'am, but I can't. If I was in a courtroom today and I tried to show a picture in court of something, I would have to show that I had to get it ruled as proper evidence to come in. All right. And that's just the way we work, ma'am. I'm sorry.
Yes, Your Honor. Is it possible to ask him if he did that?
Well, I'll ask the state to. The state can ask him, and you can ask him as a question man going forward. But again, it's kind of that still doesn't show that he's intentionally underemployed.
Okay, well, he's
looking for another revenue source.
Well, I don't believe he went to any job interviews. I think he just quit and found a job as soon as the court contacted him.
Okay, ma'am. But again, unless he told you or you're an eyewitness to that information happening, you cannot testify to that. Okay, you may believe it, but that doesn't make it so, ma'am.
But, Your Honor,
And
it's
I'm
my
honestly
truth.
thinking about it, but again, I know you're not a lawyer, and that's why I gave you the
I'm
opportunity
speaking
to go out and
truth
get
to
a lawyer
power.
that can do this correctly, man. But again, right now, if you're before the court asking the court doing something, you or he, I gotta hold you to the same standards as if you
Oh,
were
man.
you graduated from UT Law. All right, sorry.
Yes, Your Honor. I did contact a lawyer, and they told me that he wasn't disabled.
This is hearsay.
A lawyer can't tell you that about somebody else.
And they told me.
You're talking about hearsay upon hearsay. All right. So, I'm sorry, man. I don't
You
think
can't.
I get
God
it.
damn it.
Believe me, I have people in here all the time who want to try to represent themselves. And I get lawyers who don't get this right, okay? Because I get the objection to hearsay all the time from other lawyers, and I have to sustain that objection, okay? Because they're trying to get hearsay in. But it is what it is at this point. So I'm going to go ahead and let the state call the father as a witness, and then we'll get his testimony. And I'll allow you to ask him questions, ma'am, but they got to be pertinent and relevant. And again, not that he's looking for another source.
Oh my God. I'm sorry. According to one of my chatters, thank you, Chibigalo, apparently the people who put a flag on the building earlier did it to advertise a movie they made a couple years ago.
What?
So it's not, yeah, it's even more retarded than we thought. You risked your life for an even more, not even for any kind of philosophical stand or even a hippy-dippy statement. No, you just said, well, are you fucking kidding? Get out of here. Just get out of here. Thank you, Subroutes, for being a Jarl for 6 months. Why? Oh, they always go. But my lawyer, who isn't here, told me, yeah, because they want the quote-unquote authority that a lawyer's word carries without paying for it.
True.
Income that he intentionally left his job to really technically to lower his child support. Now that's pretty much it. And
that's your accusation.
And I'm sure the state's going to go into that with him right now a little bit too. But for right now, ma'am, I'll let the state call the father as a witness, and then we'll come back to you. And then again, at the closing, you'll be allowed to do a closing argument, a statement, ma'am. Anyway, at this time, Mr. Welch, I'll go ahead and let you call Mr. Holman. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. State calls Daniel Haltman. What is your full name?
Daniel Sean Haltman.
All right. Now to get the other stuff out of the way. Do you agree to essentially keep the temporary order as is for the final order?
Yes, sir.
Thank you for the two.
And so let's talk about your income now. Where do you currently work?
At A+ Lawn and Landscaping.
All right. And how much do you make per hour?
15.
All right. Do you have
Sounds
any other
about
jobs?
right for a landscaper.
No, sir.
Do you have any other sources of income coming to you?
No, sir.
All right. Is what Ms. Haltman said accurate, that you have a GoFundMe account?
I did start one. Nothing came of it, but it was due to me being jobless for almost 4 or 5 months. I was looking for work. I couldn't find anything over $50.
All right, that's it, sir. So when was the last job you had prior to this lawn place?
With my brother setting tile.
So how much did you make at that job?
It varied because work varies, of course. And
I'm sorry, I have to go back just a bit.
Okay.
it varied.
Wait, no, a little bit more.
So how much do you make?
Okay, that was a did or not a do, right?
Did.
Make at that job.
Okay.
It varied because work varies, of course, and construction.
Father explains tile laying work ended after crew layoffs and reduced construction demand. Court questions father's job search efforts and attempts to secure higher paying construction work.
But when we were doing a lot of work and working good, I was making about $5,000 a month.
All right. And so when did you leave that job?
I'm not sure the exact date, but it was around May, maybe.
May of this year or last year?
2014.
Wait, May of 2024 or 2014?
2024, I'm sorry.
All right. And so why did you leave this job?
We got laid off as a crew. Work was slowly decreasing. We were getting less and less work because of the way construction worked. And eventually there wasn't enough work for them to keep all of their crews going. And we were the ones that got unlucky.
So I guess I'm a little confused. So you work for your brother.
Yes, sir.
But you two worked on a cruise. So
we were
explain how that worked.
We were subcontractors through a company called Chisholm Trail Floors. Chisholm Trails got jobs, sold tile and our services essentially, and gave us the jobs, and we tiled the jobs and they paid us. And that slowly decreased until we were eventually let go.
All right. So when's the last time you've tried to, go for an interview for a job that's more closer to what you did before as a tile layer?
I had looked for more tile jobs online, and
when was the last time you went to an interview or did something, sir?
I hadn't gone to no interviews. The A+ is the only interview I actually went to.
When's the last time you applied for like a tile laying job?
That's a better question.
I don't think I've actually applied. I searched and nowhere paid more than $15 an hour. The only reason I was making as much as I was is because I was employed through.
All right. So why haven't you been trying to actively go out and?
All right. This guy's starting to piss me off.
Which one?
He's telling you they were late. That the fucking attorney asking questions.
Yeah.
He's telling you they lived the fucking it. When it comes to construction, it's feast or famine. It quite literally means you have more work than you can possibly hope to fucking accomplish until suddenly you don't. Because once all the houses are built, then it comes to, handyman and stuff like that. And if you're a construction company building new houses, you can only keep a few crews in an area employed for maybe 5 to 10 years before that entire fucking area is, houses are constructed. Now their jobs are done. Now the market is bad in the area. Everyone's only offering $15 an hour. And you're like, why didn't you look for something better? There's nothing better, you asshole.
Yeah.
Find something closer to what you've been making before and making good money.
Because there isn't any.
He has searched. There's nothing out there.
All right, that's it. So what is your highest level of education?
High school diploma.
Do you have any special licenses?
No, sir.
All right. So before this tile, so how long were you doing this tile laying?
On and off since I was about 14, 15 years old.
All right. Have you had any other jobs before, I guess, before the latest tile laying stuff?
No, just contract construction, like some framing, some drywall, just construction jobs.
And the last construction job you did, when was that?
It was with my brother.
Well, when, sir?
2024.
I don't need exact dates, sir. Just general.
It had to be back in May. Maybe even before that.
So back in May 2024?
Yes, sir.
All right. And so how much do you make from that kind of job?
It just varies on what the job was.
So hold on. DFAS says, as a blue-collar worker, the lawyer is an idiot. Perfect example of white-collar idiots not understanding the construction job market. I'm going to let you in on a little secret here. He understands the job market quite well. He understands what he's asking quite well. He's trying to catch Daniel into making a statement that, like, he can get anywhere near the payments that he used to be making to Savannah here. The thing is, there's no world in which the skill set that he has is going to pay what it used to in his area. So that's why when he asks a question, the dude starts answering. It's like, okay, that's enough. It's because he's fucking destroying his own case with every question he asks. The money is not there. The skill set is not there. There's no way Savannah's gonna get the same amount of money she did in child support that she did before. You are watching an attorney through not ignorance, but like knowing what he's actually talking about. Just throw away the case because he cannot catch this guy in like, oh yeah, no, see, he says he's gonna look for a job, so let's pin him for this much fucking child support. He's trying to get that answer out of him, and he's never going to.
Yeah.
We could make anywhere between $600 to $3,000, $600 to $3,000, depending on what we were doing on that job particularly.
And I guess when you mean 600 to $3,000, that's like per job, or is that how, like?
Per job,
that's
right?
per contract. Yeah. Yes.
All right. Do you own a car?
No, I've been driving my girl's car to work and back.
All right. You own any real property?
No, sir. I signed it all over to Miss Haltman.
Father details prior earnings, property situation, transportation issues, and tax documentation concerns.
Per her request.
All right, that's it. That's it.
See? He has to tell. When he's asked a question he doesn't like the answer to, which he's asking way too many of them, he says, that's it. Not good to hear from the court. Yeah, no, I have given everything I own to this woman, and she's asking for more. Do you want my blood?
Yeah. Like, I have no money. I can't find a better job. Like, I don't know what you want from me.
Did you file for income taxes last year?
No,
No, he didn't make enough.
Taken from me. I couldn't do anything, and I never got a.
All right, that's it.
W4.
That's it.
That's it.
No, let me ask that one. So
You see what I'm saying?
1099 or a W-2 last year?
No, sir.
All right, thank you. You may proceed then.
I like how he was trying to expand on it, and the judge was like, no. I want to hear the answer to that one.
Yeah. Yeah, no, dude, I don't know how you have the position that you have, Mr. Walter Welch, but you have perhaps one of the worst tells on direct or cross or anything when talking to a witness I've ever seen. Asking the question, you're getting an answer you don't like, and you hold up your hands and you say, that's it twice. That is, what are you doing? I just, way to advocate. Oh, guys, he just said something I didn't want anyone to hear.
Yeah. And the judge is immediately like, no, I want to hear it.
No, I want to hear this. Yeah. Yeah. Man.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you. Do you have any documents or something saying that, you were laid off from this tile laying job?
No.
Pass the witness, Your Honor.
All right, sir, you mentioned earlier that from the time you were laid off until you got your current job, I'm not sure your current job, you say you were looking for employment for about 4 months?
Yes, sir.
All right. Then you were independent contractors, so they weren't, so you're supposed to be a 1099 employee, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right, so no unemployment or anything like that was paid to you?
No, sir.
Okay. And what county was this operation in?
I believe Coriel.
Okay.
And Colleen.
And does your brother still have is your brother still doing the same thing, or has he moved on to something else?
He has moved to San Antonio and is doing something else.
Okay. And the entire time you were doing this tile work here, was that in this general area, or was there somewhere else? I'm talking in the last 3 years. I'm sorry, that 2 years you were doing this job with your brother. Was that local, or did y'all ever travel?
It was kind of all over the Central Texas. We'd go all the way to like Moody and Waco and just wherever the work was.
That's considered local for construction.
Anything within everything was within a 60-mile radius of where we are right now, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Thank you. All right. Any other questions, Mr. Welch?
No, Your Honor.
All right. It's over. Here's the thing. I'll go ahead and allow you
Look
to
at
ask the
his
witness
face.
questions, but you got.
He knows he fucked up. He knows he fucking ruined this case.
Run through me first. Again, you're a layperson, and I just need to see whether or not they're relevant and appropriate. So at this time, ma'am, you can ask the question, and sir, don't answer it until I say it's okay. Ma'am, you may go ahead and start, please. Thank you.
It'd be funny if she just started crying.
I guess as being the skilled laborer that he would be able to maybe find some better employment. I don't know if there's a job search company or something, but he has the skills and he should be able to make what he was making.
All right, here's the ma'am.
Not a question, ma'am. That's a statement.
That wasn't a question. That's a statement. And again, it's so gross to me. Like even the judge asked questions like, yeah, this area is tapped for the industry he's been doing since before he could technically legally work, right?
Yeah.
14, 15 years old, most states don't let fucking 14-year-olds work. Even in construction. So this is his whole life. And finally, although it took 10, 15 years, the work dried up. Now he is a skilled laborer in an area that does not need his skills. He cannot find work that pays more. Well, I don't understand why you can't find work that pays better.
Because I can't.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Really quick. Thank you, Internet Zen. Believe the technical term is handyman. Also, I don't know how it works. Does the mom not have any real life experience? Getting gold digger vibes in the video isn't 5 minutes in.
Yeah, she clearly doesn't.
And then thank you, Toa. Remember, default is not an automatic win. It's like 95% the way there, but it's possible to lose even with the default, but there are more steps. And then Internet Zen.
I mean, you would have to seriously fuck up to lose a default judgment. What happens after a default judgment is found is one of two things will happen. And usually if it even ends up in front of a jury, the only thing the jury or the judge has to decide is how much everybody pays each other for this and for this default judgment. There's no wiggle room or anything like that. For instance, Alex Jones lost due to a default judgment. Was there a bunch of bullshit in there? Absolutely. But had he even played by the rules and played ball, he probably would have won. But he was so obtuse with the courts, he lost. And even though technically those unique circumstances you're talking about could have been met with Alex Jones, he still didn't secure the win because that is how rare. I mean, I'll tell you this. I've never heard of someone losing a judgment after it's been entered in as a default judgment. I've never actually heard of that.
It's just something that technically can happen.
Technically, I just don't know the avenue in which it would.
Yeah. And then thank you, Internet Zen.
Maybe appeal?
The woman wants the dad is basically destitute at this point. God bless the blue collar honesty on the dad's part because that city slicker lawyer hit every rake possible.
He really did. He really did. And that's it. That's it.
Do you know of any special licenses or education that he has for this, or just or anything along those lines, man? Certifications, anything?
My understanding is in the state of Texas, you don't need to be certified to do most
I know that, man.
That's not what he asked.
But I'm asking you, do you know whether or not he has any type of certification, something that
not to Not to my knowledge, Your Honor.
All right, man. All right, man. But right now, I'm
So
giving you the opportunity
sadly, he's actually not even considered a skilled laborer. I imagine he's great at laying tile, but what makes somebody an unskilled or skilled laborer is usually those certifications. Whether or not you need those certifications to do the job in the state you're doing the job, having them indicates you are skilled, because there's someone signing your signing a guarantee to your skill, usually the institution that has given you that certification or degree. An unskilled worker, they could be great, but if they don't have documentation or certifications, well, you can't call them a skilled worker technically.
Yep.
ask
Toa
him a question.
says the Alex Jones case is exactly why I said that. He did play by the rules. It's a BS case. The missing bits is the plaintiff must put their case into the record. They didn't.
I'm just saying. That's how you cannot win. Like okay. Even in Alex Jones's case, he did not win his he did not lose his he didn't win the default judgment against him. That's not a thing that can happen even in the most extreme of circumstances.
About his from his testimony, or to elaborate on his testimony. Do you have any questions?
Is there a reason why you didn't go and do more job searches? You said you just looked online, but you didn't actually go apply anywhere.
This is like boomer mentality, by the way, these days. No job wants you to come in.
Nobody, yeah. Like, I'm half expecting, why didn't you, well, I'm not even joking, this actually happened to my dad when he was, one of the times when he was, like, between jobs and stuff like that. My grandpa was such an obtuse asshole, boomer mentality, that he literally suggested to my dad, who's like, middle age, well, like over 30 or 35 at this point. So like approaching middle aged, told him to put his tools in a wagon and go door to door and ask people if they need help. Then I'm like, that would get him arrested. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
Boomers are so absolutely removed from, you can't pull your bootstraps up and fucking go door to door and ask for a job. That life is gone and it hasn't been here for decades.
Yeah. Thank you, Artemis. Says Ava, no one is doubting his skills as a tile worker. What we should call into question is his irresponsibility of laying his pipe in the wrong house.
Okay, that was pretty good.
And then thank you, Entropy Denied. Why didn't he just walk in and shake the owner's hand?
Yeah, exactly. Everyone gets it. It's just so funny to me that they don't understand. Like, why didn't you for more? I didn't apply to anything because all of them did not fucking pay me more than what I was already being paid. Henceforth, why apply for a job that's not paying you more?
Yeah.
Objection, Your Honor. I think I already asked that question earlier.
Okay, let me run something by sir. You testified earlier. You did this online. Now, pretty much everybody does everything online now. You don't go out and pound the pavement. You go online.
See, I'm glad the judge knows this. This is just
the judge understands pounding the pavement doesn't work anymore.
Yeah, it's not a thing
Maybe
businesses
some places,
do.
right? Where it's a rural town of 600 people and, they haven't actually seen electricity since Thomas Edison came to town. But like, other than those weird circumstances, no, most times it's apply online.
Yeah.
Trying to find anything. What did you use as far as your online searches, sir? What would you recall? What was it Indeed? Was it ZipRecruiter? What did you use, sir?
I got ZipRecruiter.
Yeah.
I think I got Indeed too. Like I went.
Discussion focuses on online job searches, construction market slowdown, and hiring conditions.
And did the recruiting apps, and I'm still getting emails about like stalker jobs, but they're all $15 or less for those.
Okay, but
So
the job search you were doing, they were specifically for tile work or construction work?
I tried that, and nowhere's hiring for tile because tile is slowed down substantially since the economy's changed.
All right, and you've always worked for someone you were never an independent contractor on your own?
Yeah, like tile is a heavy material that like mostly like more like, yeah, it used to be affordable, but like now if you want tile laid, it's kind of expensive. It's more cumbersome, it's more costly than just like linoleum or even hardwood or whatever the hell. There's a lot of other options that we have that have kind of replaced tile and the need for tile laying in general. So he's part of a industry that has more or less died or slowed to a crawl, and these people are like, well, like, why don't you just find a better paying job?
Yeah.
Is that
Yes, sir.
All right, ma'am. Give me your question again. Because again, it really wasn't a question. So go ahead and try to give me that again. Thank you.
Why haven't you started your own crew or gone and be your own subcontractor?
Okay, ma'am, that's not.
Absolutely.
Just why don't you just make your own business?
The thing that I could probably bring up right now in the state of Texas, how much capital he would need to even start a construction company, and I imagine even if it's relatively low, he doesn't have the money. If he's living on a $15 an hour paycheck right now, he can't. Oh God, just people, and they're willing. And what I hate is because she is choosing not to understand the circumstance because the lack of money affects her. Otherwise, she wouldn't care.
It's just, bro, just make your own business. It's not that hard.
Bro, just make your own company. Like, why haven't you bought Twitter?
Yeah, like, I don't understand. Just make your own business, guy. Everybody else does it.
Just become rich, idiot. Yeah, no, exactly, Chad.
Yeah, does he even have money for the materials?
God.
It's not just making the business.
He doesn't have anything right now. He
probably needs, like, I don't know how, like, what all you need for setting tile and shit, but you'd need equipment for it. You need workers.
Yeah, there's specialized tools for it.
Yeah, you need money for the tile itself, for the materials.
And don't forget, after the crash, I guarantee you, every motherfucker that was laid off went to try and start their own tile business. So you're probably dealing with market saturation on top of that. Zeros, thank you for the 5. Why didn't you just will the market to existence so you can start a business to serve it?
Yeah. Like, because that's the other thing, too.
Thank you for the 2.
If the market itself is down, it kind of doesn't matter if you start a business or not. You're not going to have clients.
Yeah, that's why the judge is here. Like, I firmly believe at this point, the judge is on Daniel's side here of these other 2. He's like, nah, dude, I've seen this story walk into my courtroom all the time. He is a industry worker. His industry has declined. He can't make the money that you want him to. And no matter how hard you try, you can't get blood from a stone.
Internet Zen says this lady's beyond boomer mindset. Dad has 0 skills outside of tile laying. What she's asking requires a car, which he does not have. And then Entropy Denied says you could sell your property. Oh, wait.
I gave it all to you. That's the thing, yeah. And that was one of the things earlier that he was saying. It's like, oh, do you have a car? Do you have property? He was going to actually suggest to the judge that, hey, and as a way of making these payments, he should sign that property over to her. And he already fucking circumvented that by, I already have. She has everything. She wants more. At this point, I'm surprised the attorney hasn't asked, so have you considered donating plasma?
Yeah.
Not a relevant question. I'm sorry.
Yes.
Yes,
he has the experience and did exactly what his brother did.
Okay, man, but he didn't have to go out and start his own company. You're talking about funds. I'm sorry. He's not obligated to go ahead and try to do something after he got laid off as far as on his own, you know. So I'm not sure how much money this gentleman has, but if you're going to start your company, you got to have vehicles, you got to have capital, you got to have, you got to have some serious dollar to get something like that set up.
Which
Yes,
when we were
absolutely.
together, we helped his brother start it. We did supply the money for the tools and stuff.
That doesn't. And all he's thinking is that, like, no, that didn't happen.
I'm sorry. Your testimony that you need to elicit from him is to show that he is intentionally underemployed and not going out.
Also, it doesn't matter if that happened or not back then. This is now when he has no job and you took
Completely
everything.
irrelevant to be. Look, man, this judge has already gone to great lengths for you. He is already actually given you the thing that you're trying. You don't even know what you're accusing him of, but what it's called is intentional underemployment. He just gave you the fucking keys to the fucking kingdom, and you cannot articulate a single question that would point to the direction that, yes, he is intentionally underemploying himself to avoid paying child support. If you cannot articulate this in any way, with the judge literally hand-holding you through this in a way that honestly, like, I wouldn't say it's inappropriate, but it's like we're getting close to the line, and it's just because they're all pro se. I get it. But we're at a point here where it's like, dude, like, take the L. You understand you're not getting money from this guy anymore, at least not until he gets a better job, which might be a while.
Yeah.
Doing something on his own and not starting something on his own under his own initiative is not going to prove underemployment now. So you have a question to show that you want to ask to show that he's intentionally underemployed. And again, I know you're not a lawyer, but that's the standard as far as Texas Family Code is concerned.
There you go. Fake Buddhist, thank you for the 5. I used to donate plasma for money in my 20s. I have a scar on my left arm from the place they poked me. Oh, did they always poke you in the same spot?
I'm pretty sure they're not supposed to do that.
They're not supposed to do that, yeah, but, you know, who knows if they are or not or whatever, you know.
Your Honor, I don't know how to do this. They just said that he was not disabled, and so that there's no reason he couldn't find work.
Remember, he's got a job and he has work, and disability has not been a portion of any of this hearing, ma'am. No one has alleged that the father is disabled.
He's making half of what he was making, and then he quit paying child support entirely.
Okay, yeah, okay, ma'am. I'm sorry. That's why I gave you the opportunity to go out and hire a lawyer, ma'am, because you're not doing. I'm getting ready to end the hearing. Because again, the information the court has at this point, the gentleman got laid off long before we came before child support review. He looked at his testimony. He looked for employment. He's a retained employment. He makes $15 an hour now, but obviously, ma'am, he's not making as much as he used to, and he has his testimony is pretty much legitimate as to what that concern is. So at this time, ma'am, I can't find that he's intentionally underemployed. He doesn't have any special licenses. He doesn't have any special education for those that will allow him to turn his education into a thriving company or income. So at this point, ma'am, I'm looking at to just go with what the man's doing. He's working 40 hours a week at $15 an hour and earning child support based on that amount. And I'm getting ready to go ahead and end this one at this point because there's nothing else there.
Yeah.
Anyway, Mr. Welch, again, do you have any other questions at this point? Because again, right now, I don't see that the gentleman's underemployed. There's nothing here showing that he's intentionally underemployed. He doesn't work as he used to. He doesn't make as much money as he used to. But that's not illegal.
Get on you, Judge.
That's not intentionally underemployment. So at this time, Mr. Welch, I'm going to allow, I'm going to stop the testimony, but I want to listen to closing statements and closing arguments. And if you've got a closing argument to show that this gentleman's underemployed, I'd like you to go ahead and tell the court that information because I want you to go first, and then I'm going to go ahead and let Mom go next. But again, right now, I'm not seeing it.
Thank you, Your Honor. So, Your Honor, I don't have any argument like that. I would just ask the court to confirm the temporary order as final, which it does the $15 an hour 40 hours, per week, 52. It goes through that, Your Honor. So that's it, Your Honor.
Okay.
Give me 2 seconds. I'll be right back.
Yeah, no worries.
Forget underemployed. He's practically unemployed. Oof.
He just about is. I mean, I can't imagine. And remember, he is still gonna get a portion of his check removed to give to this fucking worthless piece of shit. Sorry, Savannah, but that's what I'm gonna call you. You have no idea how the real world works. Look at all that art on your wall. You have. Oh, God. How much of that money's actually going to your kid? Who knows? Welch sounds very close to Mizi's voice. It's not the same, but close, and it makes me weird out. What slurs should we say, Ted? Thinking about. Okay. Hey, I saw movement.
I apologize.
I saw the movement. Say all the slurs.
I apologize. I'm
all
back.
at once. It's just gonna sound like an alien language, but it's all the slurs at once.
Every slur at the same time.
No slur out. There you go. Yeah.
Anyways, we could.
Again, ma'am, I know this is a lot of illegal mumbo jumbo to you, but the bottom line is his ability doesn't have anything to do with it. His initiative has nothing to do with it.
Closing arguments begin. Mother raises concerns about unpaid support and medical expenses.
It has to do whether or not you can show that he's intentionally doing this job and to be underemployed to affect his child support. Do you have any other information, ma'am, to that effect?
I don't understand how the payments he's made or not paid doesn't show that. And I don't understand what the point in a court order is if he gets to pick and choose how and when he follows it, if he follows it at all. And even since
not having money is not picking and choosing when to follow it. He doesn't have the money.
She firmly believes that, though. She actually believes that, though. That's the problem. This person has been so brain rotted by being given money every fucking month and not having to work or anything. She cannot grasp the concept that not having the ability to afford the payments is not disobeying a court order. It's simply being able to, unable to, whatever. Okay, I'm gonna have a stroke here.
She's so awful.
She is.
And thank you, Lucian the Witch, for the goat trophy, which is 1,000 jewels. I still don't know much about like how much a jewel converts into.
I don't even know. Like, I've never even seen, like, I've heard like there's these new features, but I can't find them. I know there's apparently jewels. I know there's apparently you can hype videos. You get like 3 hypes a week or something like that. And I've heard people go, "Don't forget to hype my video." And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
it's all this in March.
Every child support
he
order
has not
needs a
been
mandatory
making payments
audit
on
log.
medical.
Honestly, I agree.
It just doesn't matter what it says. He does what he wants, how he wants, and it affects my son.
It's a my God.
The court order is the court order. If you bring me a motion for enforcement and you prove that he has not paid on the dates he was supposed to pay, then I will deal with it. But for right now, I don't have a motion for enforcement before me. If you do that, then I will go ahead and have a hearing on it. If I find he's violated the court order, I'll reduce things to judgment. I can even put him in jail. But the bottom line is, man, I've got to have pleadings as such. All right. Again, this is the law's strict, and again, I know lay people don't get it. That's why law school is 3 years and exams and years of practice. But the bottom line is, no, ma'am, he doesn't get to do what he wants to do. He has to follow the court order. You got to follow the court order. And if either of you do not follow the court order, and someone, either yourself as a pro se litigant representing yourself, or hire an attorney to do it, then the court to file the necessary motions. I will have the necessary hearings on it, and I will make the necessary orders, which will include
Savannah, would you like some cheese with all that wine?
Repayment and possibly a jail time. All right.
Your Honor, my understanding is that's already been handled, and that his fine is just $100 a month for the back child support.
No, ma'am, that's not been handled. That your understanding is incorrect. I have not had. There's nothing in this file to show that there's been a hearing on enforcement, ma'am. And we don't. I don't do fines. So I do jail time.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, ma'am. I'm going to go ahead at this time, and again, I cannot find underemployment. I'm going to.
This is a weird thing, by the way, that some people try in court, where I guess they assume the judge doesn't have all the previous orders. And they're just like, oh, this is what happened. And he's like, no, it didn't. I don't know where you're getting that from.
No.
That does not happen.
Yeah, I don't have anything in front of me that says that happened, and I don't fine people. I put them in jail. Get the fuck out of here with your weak sauce.
Yeah. Thank you, Internet Zen. Lady, let me drop the legalese and put it to you in plain American English. Your ex is broke. There's no money to give you.
Yeah, that's where we're at. I'm sorry.
And Cat Top says, I did the math on Jules. Every dollar of you puts the streamer sees 40 cents based on a $250 bundle.
Interesting.
They have a $250 bundle of Jules.
That is disgusting.
Go ahead and keep the temporary order as is. The $15 an hour is what the gentleman's been earning for almost the last year. So at this time, I'm going to go ahead and order that. I'm reducing the judgment on both the unpaid child support, unpaid cash medical order repayment as requested in the temporary order. My understanding is that I made everything in that temporary order a final order anyway. So it's just going to be reiterated that that's the final order of the court. And the new order is that the child support is set at the guideline amount based on $15 an hour going forward. Is there anything else, Mr. Welch?
No, Your Honor. Nope. Yeah, like I said, Your Honor, temporary order already has that, the $15 an hour. I think we're good to go.
All right, Mr. Halden, questions or anything else, sir?
Oh, no. Somebody in my chat said Welch sounds kind of like you, and I didn't hear it until just now. And I'm like, no, guys, that's like if Mizu was a soy boy beta cog.
How dare you,
there's too
chat.
much whininess overtone. Yeah, there's way too much whiny overtone to his voice for it to be Mizu. Come on.
How dare you?
No, sir.
All right.
It's the Greta Thunberg meme. How dare you?
How dare you? You have stolen my dreams, and there are whatever I forgot what she says.
She says a lot of shit.
She does.
Questions or anything else?
Do it. Say it.
No, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Alderman, follow the court order, sir. You pay on time. Otherwise, if you're going to end up before me on that,
He's wearing a blue shirt, though.
And ma'am, same thing with you. As far as anything in that order concerning your obligations to him and the child, and would allow him to do things with the child, please follow it, because again, all those items are enforceable. But this time, I'm going to go ahead and have the state prepare that order, and I'm going to waive court costs on this one, Mr. Welch, all right?
Oh, all right.
All right, thank you. All right, thank you both very much. We're off the record.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor. So, Ms. Haltman, Mr. Haltman, I'm going to send the order through DocuSign for you two to have a chance to sign. Probably give you a couple days. The only thing I'll be changing was, waiving the court cost, and that's it.
Thank you, sir.
All right.
I'm waiting for her to just lose these
We're
shit.
done. Y'all can leave. Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Y'all can leave. Get the fuck out.
And Your Honor, I guess for you, just letting you know for the few next cases, there's one case at 115, Miss Taylor.
Why hasn't she left?
You're good, Miss Haldeman. You can leave. This is just about other cases.
She's muted herself.
Oh, she's trying to. She literally is so incompetent she couldn't figure out how to leave.
So yeah, the next case is at 115.
Anyways, those are not relevant. But
yeah,
I will screen share for Ava because unfortunately
the last one.
So basically Watch Together has this issue, right? Where if something on YouTube gets age restricted, they for some reason cannot display it through Watch Together.
And of course, a lot of our stuff, especially body cam stuff, can end up being age restricted. So
yeah,
this is just kind of something that ends up happening.
So it's just something I have to pull up on the other screen, and we give Ava a minute to set it up however you need to.
I got it all set up, by the way.
Baracha says, "No, I hear it too. I hate you guys." And the volume up so people can hear it.
I hear it up there.
Uh-oh. When deputies in New Mexico...
Uh-oh. I'm sorry, that was great. That was great. Can we go back?
I hear it up there. Uh-oh.
That was the best. That was like, so like I imagine if you worked as a nurse and that happened, that would be something you would say. Uh-oh.
Steven, you alright?
I hear it up there.
Uh-oh. When
the knowing look as he goes, uh-oh, looks like we're gonna have an adventure.
Uh-oh. Oh.
Oh shit. That was good.
That's like a show opening. It's just missing the credits after.
Yeah, it absolutely is. It absolutely is. Uh-oh.
Deputies in New Mexico arrest a suspected...
Oh, or it goes to black and white with the Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Yeah.
con man. They're caught off guard when he goes to extraordinary heights to avoid jail.
Steven! Get down! He's in the ceiling.
I don't know who this
Following
Steven is,
based
but
on
he's
official
got to get
police
out of there.
records released today, and some of the footage has never been seen before until now. On February 9th, 2024, Bernalillo County deputies arrive at the home of 60-year-old Stephen Byers, a man wanted on multiple active warrants, including larceny, unlawful taking of a motor vehicle, tampering with evidence, and contracting without a license. They catch him just as he's attempting to leave.
Get down now! Put my dog down! Get down now! Okay. Get down on the ground! I am.
Let me just put my dogs up, please. Let me just put my dogs up.
You have any weapons on you?
No, I don't have no weapons at all. Can you just open the gate and let me put the dogs in?
Let's sit you up to your backside there.
Okay.
Will they like listen to you?
Yeah, they'll listen to me, yes.
Stand up.
Okay. Thank you.
The deputies walk Stephen to a cruiser and search his pockets, finding tinfoil and a small tube containing 42 blue pills.
Need to open here? In there, yes. What is it? Fentanyl.
Oh.
Can you just please let me just put my dogs
Jesus,
up?
dude.
Oh, you guys got me cuffed. They won't do nothing. Please, you guys, please.
Do you have leashes or something?
If you just open the gate, I'll tell them to go and they'll run back there.
Forward.
There's only one problem. The gate is locked, and the keys are inside the truck.
Are they mean dogs?
No, they're not mean at all.
No, that's the mean one, dude.
I'm sorry, that one is mean as shit.
It's okay. Hey.
Oh, yeah, no. I'm not on that, dude.
While some of the dogs are distracted, a deputy is able to quickly reach in and grab the keys. But they still need Stephen's help getting them out of the truck and inside the gate. They decide to let him help if he's willing to cooperate.
Here's what we're gonna do.
Yes, sir.
Did you move your own cuffs to the front?
Yes, I did.
Why'd you do that?
Because I was freaking out. I just needed to just
Okay,
breathe.
here's the deal.
I couldn't breathe.
So number one, don't ever do that again.
Okay.
Number two, I'm gonna let you keep them like that right now because we're gonna go put the dogs in the yard. They already opened the gate, but I'm gonna have you do it. Okay.
With Steven's cooperation, they're able to get his dog safely inside. And while that's one problem solved, they're about to have an entirely new one on their hands. While in custody, Steven complains of chest pain and difficulty breathing and is transported to Lovelace Hospital for treatment. There, staff administer nitroglycerin, a medication that can cause side effects including nausea. Eventually, Steven asks to use the restroom.
No funny business? You're not going to try to take off on me or anything stupid? No. All right, then we won't even cuff you. We'll just walk over there. All right. No, you're good.
For several minutes, Steven can be heard vomiting behind the bathroom door. He soon returns to the deputy's custody without incident, so there's little concern when he asks to go again. But it's during this next trip to the restroom that a strange noise catches a staff member's attention, signaling that things are about to take an unexpected turn.
Hear what?
Like a, I don't know, loud sound.
I don't think so.
All good in there? Steven, you alright?
I hear it up there.
Uh-oh.
Can we?
Every time.
Uh-oh just sends me.
He's on the ceiling. He's on the ceiling. Can we get down?
He's in the ceiling? Yeah, this door's locked.
Yeah, he just fell through the ceiling.
Thank you, Internet Zen. A 60-year-old was climbing through the ceiling. What is this guy? An old Spanish Neil Caffrey? W to everyone who gets that
Well, look,
reference.
not only that, but he was able to get his cuffs from behind his arms, or behind his back to in front of him, and that requires some serious flexibility.
Yeah.
Like, this guy is something else.
Oh my god.
We need a key to this door.
They're getting security. We're in the ghetto.
How you doing?
Steven, get your ass out here. Please notate in the CAD that my 16 is trying to escape through the ceiling at Loveless.
Honey, we're gonna get you.
He's not doing very good.
While hospital staff begin moving patients in case Steven falls through the ceiling, a member of security unlocks the bathroom door. Inside, they find that Steven had overturned a trash can, using it to hoist himself up through one of the tiles.
Steven, you're not getting out, bro. Get your ass down here. He's moving that way.
He's moving that way?
Yeah, he's moving this way. He fall through. Where are the lights? Steven, you're just catching more charges, bro. Get your ass down.
Once the commotion stops, they begin to fear he may have already found a way out. Maintenance brings in a ladder, allowing security to take a look around.
We just moved some of this stuff in case he came through.
I mean, like 4 rooms. Can we add that to the charges, like all this destruction?
No, yeah, we are.
Okay.
Just gotta get him first.
Hoping that Steven may still be hiding, a deputy climbs the ladder to get a closer look.
So this drops down, and the like insulation is pulled out that he might have went down to the floor. Down right there?
Oh.
Yeah, like straight down under where the ladder is. Alright, he's out of the room. Let's see if I can get down there.
Once the deputy reaches the ground, he quickly spots Steven crouched in the fetal position.
That was stupid, huh?
Yeah, I tried. Let's go. Make you go through it.
Why would you do something like that, dude?
Just got scared.
So now extra charges is worth it, bro?
Mm-hmm. Come on, let's go. I'm not violent.
I don't think you're violent, but I got him right here.
I think you're stupid.
You got him. You got him. You got him.
Well, let me help you up, or you want to help me?
You're gonna have to go first. Okay. He's right here with me on the other side of this wall. No. No. We're gonna have to climb back up.
I know this officer is feeling like shit because he's sitting in insulation right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you right now. I used to do because of my size crawl space work, and well, it's insulation down there, and it's horrible. It's uncomfortable. It's itchy. It's hard to breathe. You need to have a mask if you're gonna be in there for any more than a few minutes.
This is deeply uncomfortable. You just like you could feel their skin itching through the screen.
Yeah, definitely. I'm literally itching my arm right now, going, God.
Okay. That's enough. So you got my word. No, I don't really give about your word right now. All right. Well, let me get up there. But he's gonna have to climb up to you guys. Okay. It's about probably. Well, you saw where I went through. Here, back up so I can get behind you. And then. Yeah, I have him. Here. He's climbing up. Okay. He's going up. Okay, man.
Back up. Step down, turn around, put your hands behind your back. All right. Turn around, put your hands behind your back. Do exactly like I'm telling you to. Do you understand?
You think this is a moment where as soon as you get out of there, you're like, yeah, I'm taking the rest of the day off?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm gone today.
You're like, you guys do what you want.
Report it
I'm
if
fucking
you
going
want.
home.
Fucking write me up if you want, but I'm done.
Yeah. Like I'm going home today.
And now everything
With
is
Stephen
itchy.
back in custody, it's now the deputy's turn to make his way out of the cramped space.
You right, brother? Yeah, I'm coming. Tight fit.
God, it's not strong
Down
framing.
How many places you can go? All right. You good? Yeah. Okay. Oh, careful. You got it. It's close.
Despite the near fall, the deputy makes it out safely.
You all right there? Hey, Sarge.
So is he finished being cleared?
They just gave him meds. They were monitoring him for heart issues.
It's that nitro.
Wasn't apparent.
Yeah, say you had diarrhea and then you climbed through the roof. I don't believe you now.
I did scoop before.
Should give you a raise. Yeah, Sarge.
According to police records, hospital staff estimated
Yeah, Sarge, I
approximately
need a raise.
$20,000 in damage, including broken ceiling panels and pipes.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
After Stephen was discharged, he was permanently trespassed from the hospital.
I'm gonna retire early because of this.
Wow, that only works so much. If there's an emergency and he's sat there, you
In a
can't turn him
Facebook
white.
post, the Bernalillo County District Attorney revealed that 60-year-old Stephen Byers had a criminal history dating back 30 years, including
60,
charges of
God
fraud
damn.
and forgery, as well as multiple criminal convictions. According to court documents, following the incident at Lovelace Hospital, Stephen accepted a plea deal, pleading guilty to escape or attempt to escape from the custody of a peace officer and 2 counts of larceny. He was sentenced to 4 years and 6 months in the New Mexico Department of Corrections, to be followed by 1 year of parole. Watch our full videos as they were originally made, with no randomly muted words or details cut. We've also dropped brand new EWU videos available only on EWU Plus. Available now on iOS, Roku, Amazon Fire,
EWU.
Apple TV, and
EWU.
Google TV. Download EWU Plus and see what you've been missing.
I didn't mean to click that.
Weird that they actually have a.
Steven, you alright?
I love that though. Uh-oh.
EWU, what's this?
The will.
Well, here, chat, we'll listen to it again.
I hear it up there.
Uh-oh.
Look, that's the coolest guy.
Uh-oh.
That's the coolest guy in the entire hospital. I don't know why. Just like the levity, which you went, oh, this
Every
is gonna
time
be
I
an
hear it, it
adventure.
just cracks me up. A huge in the
Oh,
roof.
man.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. But chat, that is all that we have for you today.
Yes, yes. I think the last one was fantastic, though.
The last one was great. Perfect one to end on. And then once again, I swear my my rating thing is like broken. I have to type in a name to even see any selection.
Mine's fine.
I want that as a ring signal. I'm gonna rate out into Cinder.
I'll rate out into Cinder. Playing
Double
Stellar
rated.
Blade.
Yep, part 4.
And then over on the Twitch. Let's see.
Let's watch.
Could also technically do Cinder. On both.
Get triple rated.
Bye chat. We'll see you later. I will be back tonight. I gotta open up some cards. And I'll show off some more of the floor. I'll try and get more stuff set up for it today. But bye everybody. Love you guys, and we will see you all
Goodbye.
later. Be excellent to each other.